One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On third and short, the power run here. The Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an offense that really prides themselves on being able to run the football. And on the first 4 plays of the game, they're doing exactly that. They're trying to let these big guys up front get into a rhythm. They're feeding their backs the football, and they're sending a very clear message to the defense that we are going to pound you into submission.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The pitch to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught at the 25. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's King. Finds his man. It's Rivers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Holds it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Taylor has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. looking for a man. It's Grant. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Harris. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's King. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Toss sweep to the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw, it's King. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Grant. Got a man, it's Diggs. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's King. Time to take a shot. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll toss it to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lacey. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On the direct snap, it's Harris. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The give is to Taylor. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. On to attempt to try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's King. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about
listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass. It's Grant. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to pass. It's Grant. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. To throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking for space, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's King. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Kane. Into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now.
Military stunt. Hey, trouble. Six remain.
They want to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game.